I need a visual. I'm sorry. So the recessed lights
It's
are
confusing because he doesn't understand what's going on.
Well,
He always say.
hold on. In the bathroom, there are 4 lights on the ceiling.
Correct.
And you said you fixed those.
Correct.
And it was the light fixture in that photo
Correct.
that you did not fix because that wasn't a part of the job, is what you're saying.
Touch it.
Okay. What was the fixture that you suggested he buy?
What I suggested for him to do was to get a replacement bulbs before we replace the whole fixture. And the reason why I didn't do that with the recessed lights is because they're a full can. So once one component isn't working, then the whole light can't work.
And when you went in that day, you claimed that the fixture light was working?
It was working when I was there.
The recessed lights weren't.
And the recessed lights weren't.
And you're claiming that none of the lights were working.
But when he left, the light over the mirror was on, and the other 4 lights were on. So when he showed me that, that's all I wanted. And then why would I let him leave if that light over the mirror wasn't working and not say anything to him about it? When he left, both of those was working, but it didn't even last that long, like I said.
When you hired an electrician to come and correct the job, is it now all fixed?
Yes.
Everything?
Everything.
Did they do anything to the recessed lights?
No.
You suggested, maybe I misunderstood, that the problem you're now having where you can't turn them both on at the same time is because of work that Mr. Jones did.
No, I
No.
said that.
Got it. Okay. Then I just misunderstood.
Right.
Okay.
You guys can see how confusing he is, and this is how I've talked to him for the last 2 years about most of the jobs, because he doesn't know what he's talking about, because he's not a licensed professional, and that's why he called me. He seems very confused, and this is how communicating with him about all of this has been, and that's why once you are not going to communicate properly, and then also on top of that, come after my license and my credibility when I've done plenty of work for you, then I have no issue just not doing any more work for you. Because like he said, the the recessed lights were working, and the new electricians who came in didn't touch them.
This is the problem. He wants to tell you that I'm confused and I don't know, but he talks down to me like I'm a child.
And
he talks to me in a stern voice and loud, like he's trying to intimidate me. I don't know what the way he gets this from, but I don't think you're supposed to treat a client like that. And so what I'm saying, I would have not even let him come in and do the fixture if he wasn't doing the whole thing. So now maybe mines didn't meet, but my mind knew that all the lights in that bathroom was going to be working before he left. And if that light wasn't working, I would have said, hey, look, man, I wanted this light over here done.
Mr. Alexander, it sounds like he's done a lot of work for you, did it well, and did it relatively cheaply, right?
I don't know about the
You
cheaply
own 2
part.
properties?
I don't know about the cheaply part,
this
because
5.1.
whatever it costs me, that's a lot of money.
Clearly a communication breakdown, but we're going to go ahead and resolve this for the 2 of you. So the parties are excused while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you both.
We've reached a unanimous verdict. Mr. Alexander, you made a statement that made sense to us and that we agreed with. There was no real understanding about what you were hiring the defendant to do. We do know that you did some work, Mr. Jones, and you replaced 4 recessed lights. You charged the plaintiff $525, and we found that to be very reasonable. Mr. Alexander, I understand that you wanted respect in the correspondence between you and the defendant. You didn't feel that that was given to you, but I think that you also didn't give the defendant credit. And so, Mr. Alexander, you also agreed that Mr. Jones was entitled to some money, and you hired individuals to come in to fix the fixture light that you claim the defendant didn't fix, and you paid them for that. So you shouldn't be reimbursed to have other individuals come in to fix something that the defendant clearly didn't understand he was there to fix. You were suing for $725, and we found no basis for reimbursement in that amount. So the verdict is to dismiss your claim, Mr. Alexander, and wish you both the best of luck.